Hello. Today we will be discussing about torsion. So, what we will be discussing? The basic discussion will be on derivation of torsional equation, the circular shaft, and torsional rigidity model, polar modulus, that is polar modulus inertia also, and how we translated the shaft we will be discussing about. So, let us start with derivation of torsional equation. So, we have seen in the previous, we have seen here. You can also have a view. You also have a view of how the shaft. I'm show you the speed. Here I have considered a shaft which is subjected to torque when it is made. Which other than the torque is being applied, and once the torque is applied, I consider some line A. It will move to a new position AB dash with an angle of twist theta. So now, basically based on this, we will discuss what. So the same thing we are showing here. So A, B is some point on the shaft, some line on the surface of shaft. This is angle of twist, and when it moves from AB to AC, this angle of twist is theta. This angle is twist phi. This is length of the shaft, and here this is the path being applied. Radius is R. Next, like line ABB, a line on the surface of shaft parallel to axis of shaft before application. So after application, what happens? It moves to the new position. Line AB moves to AC, becomes. So that angle BAC is what we call it as shear strain phi, and BOC is what we call the angle of twist theta. Tau S or tau max, maximum shear stress induced the surface of shaft. C is rigidity modulus of the material. Tan theta is, so here we can see tan theta will be BC by OB or BO. Since theta is very small, tan theta will be approximately equal to theta. So theta is this BC by OB. So what is OB? OB is nothing but radius of this shaft, and we substituted OB as part. Then BC will be R into theta. Then we know that shear strain tan phi, because tan phi equal to tan phi is equal to BC by AB. So what is BC? BC is R theta already found from previous step. Phi is R theta by AB. That is the equation 1. Also, the rigidity modulus C is what? Shear stress by shear strain. C is tau S by phi. And then shear stress is tau S, phi is shear strain. So tau S, I will just rewrite this. Tau S is equal to C into phi. So I know what phi is. R theta by L. Substitute here. Tau S equals R theta by L. Then tau S by R. Just rearranging the terms here. Tau S by R is equal to C theta by L. And take this as equation 3. And next, we will see the turning force. So we will consider a very small strip of this shaft along the cross section, and let that area be dA. The shear stress for that be tau, and I know tau is given by the radius of this particular into R into tau S divided by L. I know shear stress for the whole section is given by tau S, and the radius is R. For a small section, shear stress is tau, and the radius let it be small r. So what will be tau? R into tau S by R. That is what will become here. Tau is equal to R into tau S by R. into dA, writing it as it is. Therefore, moment of this force about the center of shaft is given by this shear stress into radius. So shear stress is what? R tau s small r tau s by capital R into dA into small r. That is the moment of this force about the center of the shaft. Moment of this about center of the shaft. That is the force into perpendicular distances small r radius. Therefore, total moment of resistance or torque developed by cross section of shaft T is what? Tau s by R into summation dA into R square. This is for a small elemental stress. So what would be for the whole area? The summation of the every small strip of area is in the full area. So summation of dA into R square. Therefore, tau is equal to tau s, T is equal to tau s by R into this summation of dA into R square is nothing but second moment of area, which is nothing but polar moment of inertia. Therefore, I will rearrange the terms. T by IP is equal to tau s by R. I will tell this as equation 4 and equation 3 and 4. So what is equation 3? Tau s by R is also equal to C theta by N. We just use it here. T by IP is equal to tau s by R is also equal to C theta by N. This equation is called as torsional equation. So T is what? Torque in Newton millimeter. IP is polar moment of inertia in 10 to the power 4. Since it is a circular where we use polar coordinates, and then tau is shear stress in Newton per mm square. R is radius of shaft 11. Theta is angle of twisted radius. And then C is modulus of rigidity in Newton per mm square. And then L is length of the shaft in L. So this is the torsional equation which we have derived and arrived at. T by IP is equal to tau s by R is equal to C theta by N. Next, let us see what is polar moment of inertia. So here, the polar moment of inertia is the moment of inertia of a plane area with respect to the axis perpendicular to the plane of the figure. Axis perpendicular to the plane of the figure. So, polar modulus is given by Zp, and then we know that the equation T by IP is equal to tau s by R. So I just rewrite T is equal to tau s to IP by R. So IP by R is equal to polar modulus. IP by R is polar modulus Zp limited. So that Zp is equal to IP by R polar moment of inertia by maximum ratio of polar moment of inertia by maximum radius that gives me the polar modulus. So now let us consider the polar modulus of a circular shaft. This solid circular shaft first is Zp is what? Polar modulus is polar ratio of polar moment of inertia by maximum radius. So then, what is polar moment of inertia for circular section? Pi is 4 by 32 into R. Pi is 2 by 60 into the polar modulus of circular section, where R is half of the diameter. Next, let us see what is polar modulus of circular hollow shaft. Zp by R again. Here, I will consider the outer radius of D1 and inner radius of D2. So, what will be the total radius? R will be D1 by 2. So, IP polar modulus circular hollow shaft section Zp is equal circular shaft. Next, what is torsional rigidity or stiffness of shaft? So it is defined as a product of modulus of rigidity and polar moment of motion of the shaft. Hence, mathematically, torsional rigidity is given as C into IP. What is C? Modulus of rigidity. IP is polar moment of motion of the shaft. Next is from torsion equation, we have T by IP is equal to C theta by L. So C into IP, if I rearrange this, CIP is equal to T by theta. Also, torsional rigidity is defined as the torque required to produce the twist of one radius per unit length of the shaft. That is C into IP is equal to T. Where L is 1 meter, theta is 1 radius. So this was about the torsional rigidity. We should move to the power transmitted by shaft. What is power basically? Power is defined as the rate of moving work. The main purpose of shaft is to transmit power from one shaft from the shaft to the impact driven workshop. That is from one end to other. Now consider a rotating shaft which transmits power from one end to other end. Let limit the number of revolutions per minute. T be the average torque in Newton meter. Therefore, the work done per minute will be force into distance. So, what is the force basically here? Here, the force is average torque into angular displacement. So, what is the average torque? Given by, I will say it as T into angular displacement as 2 pi L, because it is circumference and then number of revolutions. So 2 pi L is the angular displacement, T is the average torque, P into 2 pi L. This the unit is torque in Newton meter, the per minute is the work done per minute. So work done per minute. So work done is P per minute is 60 is equal to 2 pi L 50. So what will be P? P is equal to 2 pi L T by 60. This will be the power transmitted by shaft. So what is P? It is in watts. P is in Newton meter. P is in kilowatts. P is in kilonewton meter. Now let us see what is 1 horsepower. So 1 horsepower is basically 750 watts. That is 0.75 kilowatts. So that P is equal to 2 pi into 160 kilowatts. Giving 2 pi into 10 divided by 60 into 750. This will give the power in terms of horsepower. So P is equal to 2 pi into 4500 horsepower. Next, we shall take a small example. So we consider a solid steel shaft is to transmit a torque of 100 Newton. If the shearing stress is not to exceed 43 Newton per mm square, find the minimum diameter of the shaft. So here is telling that it is a solid steel shaft transmitting a torque T is 100 kN and the shear stress values Thousand sixteen is 45 into 1000 square. Meaning there, what is D is asking? So D is given 100 meter, 100 into meter, 100 into 10,000 meter, millimeter. Thousand is 45 meters per mm square. So T is what? 5 into by 16 into that is the formula. So this formula means only D is given. D will be equal to square root of P into 60 divided by 5 into 1000. So P is 1000, substituting for the values of P and 1000, square root of 1000 into 10 power 6 into 16 divided by 5 into 45. The diameter comes into it 224.52. 224.52 mm. Thank you. So thank you all.